Today I'm going to discuss about principle of teaching in special education. So that there are different principles of education which you need to know, because children with intellectual disability see the first principle, which is called simple to complex. Now here always you need to remember, start with a step which the child is able to do, and you must not set a higher goal initially. You must not set a tough goal at the first level. Let us see example. See, for example, if we are selecting a goal of 5 common vegetable to learn at once, child may not able to do, because he has a limited ability, he has a limited cognition. Rather, what you can do, you can select just one or two, okay, which will be in the child's limit, in the child's capacity. So once the child learn name two vegetable, then you can add one more. Okay, so by doing this, what happen, you will be helping the child to maintain the learned task which is already learned. If you directly select, child has read two and again you're taking three new vegetable, the child may not able to do. So one by one you need to take, okay, because that will help the child. So select one and then move to the complex goals or the higher goals. Okay, so in that way you need to focus. So this principle is very simple to understand. Okay, let's see another example, differentiating a big and small objects or things. So in this, what happened, see, here whenever you teach the big and small concept, it should be very big and it should be very small. If you're taking a similar kind of goal, if for example similar kind of bowl, so what will happen, the child may not able to differentiate the concept between small and big. So make sure that when you teach a big and small concept, make it very small, make it very big, then it will directly trigger the child's brain. So by doing this, you will be helping the child to motivate, you will be helping the child to facilitate the learning. Okay, so which is very very important. Okay, you cannot, you for example directly if you show a medium ball, you cannot identify whether it is big or small. So make sure that you apply this principle whenever you teach the children with intellectual disability or any other developmental delay. Let us move to the next principle, which is called known to unknown. Here, start teaching from what the child already know. That means a current level. So how to find the current level? You can find the current level only when you do the assessment. So we need to do an assessment. Okay, then only we will be able to find that data which you want, where my child stand on that particular content. Then only you can plan the intervention and then your child can go ahead and implement that. For example, on the assessment, let us say we have found that the child is able to identify the potato and brinjal. The next step of the child has to learn the name, because after identification, naming. Okay, so see here I'm going to make a video on teaching steps of reading. This is called a reading steps, matching, identification and naming. So here after assessing, I found that the child is able to identify the potato and brinjal. The next step will be to name the potato and brinjal. So before you start teaching the name, make sure that child is able to identify the potato and brinjal, because that is very very important, because it will give up, it will push and motivate the child. So this process would help in a two ways. One, it reinforces the previous learning. Two, the child experience success will motivate further learning, as I said. So once she or he learns to name the potato and brinjal, we must select one or two more name for teaching the naming, which is very very simple. So known to unknown. But here how you're going to do that, see here, before teaching one, we ask the child to name the previous learned name of vegetable. So you're going to go from unknown to known to unknown concept, because the child's current level was this, and then you're moving to the next level, which is called naming. Okay, that means that steps you need to follow, what already know and what is the next to know. That is your known to unknown principles in special education. Then let us move to the next principle, which is called concrete to abstract, which is very simple. Here what you have to do, you have to use a concrete real object to clear the concept of the children. It might be a real vegetable, a fruit, color, money, shopping items, anything. If you're teaching a concept of vegetable, make sure show the child a real object, show the child a real vegetable so that he can feel it, okay, and then he can understand. See here, what you have to remember, all of us learn things in a differently by when we see, when we feel it, when we manipulate it. Okay, for example, if you give a banana to the child, he will try to hold, he will try to feel, he will try to eat. So in that way you will be making the child to learn and understand the concept. For example, let us see what are the steps. See, in a first step you need to introduce the concrete object. Let us say a banana. I'm going to use a real object. In second step, I will present a concrete object and picture together. So I will keep a concrete banana on the table and a picture. It might be in the flashcard. Let the child transfer this three-dimensional image of banana to two-dimension. Picture is a two-dimension, whereas your banana is three-dimension. He has to transfer that, and then you have to move for the third stage, which is use picture alone. You have to use picture only, because you're going to remove, because child have already learned two dimension now. This is how you move, and this is also called a semi concrete, okay, because you're making the child to learn the abstract. Okay, so here then in abstract, what you're going to show, just say a name of banana every time you present the concrete one or picture. Whenever you say show a banana, you just say the name banana. When you show the picture, just say the name. You should not give it in the child's hand. That is how you're going to teach. Okay, so in this process the child associates the banana verbal to form a picture and is stored in his memory. Abstract is memory. Just whenever the child sees an object, he must say, oh, this is banana, or anything, a mango, that is mango. So this is how a process work in concrete to abstract. Most of the time we use this in children with intellectual disability. Okay, see, this is the step, clear cut step, which you need to understand and make the child learn. Okay, now here see, all this concept child learns better when they involve, when they talk with the family, and the family members responsibility also in the teaching, so that the child can reach to the abstract level, because reaching to the abstract level, it is very difficult. So what parents role, do you want a banana, pointing to the banana, don't eat like that, you have to peel the skin and eat. See, this is the dialogue where the family member, where the teacher has to say to these students, to the children with intellectual disability. Then only they will learn the concept of abstract thinking. Okay, it is sweet, as I said you earlier. You want yellow or a green one, big banana or small banana. See, did you notice what kind of words you have used? Banana, every time banana, 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 banana. So in that way you're going to make the child to learn abstract concept. Okay, so during this instruction the child learns the word vocabularies such as banana, sweet, peel, skin, yellow, green, big, small. See, you are using a lot of vocabulary to make the child understand. So child will learn all those things, taste also. So this is how you try to associate the words with concrete object to make the child to learn the abstract concept, or to move towards the abstract concept. Let us see the last principle, which is called whole to part. In this, it is very simple. The child first learns about the object or a concept as a whole, as a bunch, and then later other details. For example, teaching about a orange. So you will give a orange. That means you will give a without peeling, you will give a round orange, okay, which has a different color, which has a different taste, which has a different texture. But you're not going to teach that. You're going to just give the child to name the orange, and then in second step, and then in the later step, peeling of skins, color, taste, seed, orange juice, then other parts, what you can do with that orange or how it will be, what is the part of orange, that you have to teach. That is your whole two part. You can apply with any other vegetable, any other parts of body, or any other even a banana, or any examples you can take, but make sure that you do it in a right way. So I think you have understood. It's very simple principle. You can just think over it. It's very simple to associate the what do you say, examples as well, because it doesn't require a more example to understand. Rather, it's very simple. Even you can accommodate yourself. So if you have any doubt, just let me know. Till then, bye bye.